Hello everyone, my name is Casual Prince 8 or Sam, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is actually the first episode I've recorded in months. I know I uploaded a new episode like a couple of weeks ago, but that was actually recorded before I came to uni. So this is the first episode I'm recording in quite a while. But last episode, Monica mentioned the festival, and we did some reading of poems for the festival. As for people who know what happens in this game, as for the event, I don't know how close we are to it. I would presume we're getting close, considering this is the 4th episode. But I don't know. We're gonna find out. So we've got to make our poem, and I think we'll start with Shiny. Hey, Shiny Pokemon. That's Natsuki. I kind of forgot that I was doing it for Yuri. Right. What about Sensation? Yep, Yuri. Suicide. Breathe. Yep, Yuri. You gotta go for more things that are more complicated and abstract. That's the word I'm looking for. Vivacious. Go Heaven Sent. We're doing well. Precious. Oh, that's Sayori. Okay. Let's go Misery. No, that's Sayori. That's a yikes from me. I always fall into the trap of going for fantasy because I keep thinking that it's Yuri when it's not. We're gonna go Memories. Why is that Sayori? Okay, Starscape. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be Yuri. Extraordinary. Why? Why? That's not okay, right? Effulgent. I knew that was gonna be Yuri because it was complicated in a word I didn't know. Let's go secretive. Yep. Uncontrollable. Intellectual. Okay, we're doing good. Imagination. Yes. Ambient. Afterimage. Determination. Inferno. And the last one.
Electricity. Don't need it. Both of us are sad.
I'm sorry. I guarantee you, like 100% of you don't even know that song. It's a random song that came onto my Spotify recommended one time. Pretty good song. Alright, here we are. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. Okay, yeah. What's with the sudden change of heart? It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Monica, don't even try to, rationalize anything that she says. It's not worth it. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Oh, okay, so she's saying that the rest of the festival is going to be good, but our part's going to be crap. Okay, that's fine. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. I suppose that is a good point. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Fried squid. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I can't say I've ever tried it. You of all people? Why Monica of all people? Huh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Am I missing something here? Monica. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. It's getting more awkward every episode. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Yuri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting close. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Sam, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh? You think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. And I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Sam. What does that mean? You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Huh? You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Sam. Oh dear. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Oh, really? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Sam. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Didn't think about that. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get a word out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Suppose so. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance over and Yuri and Natsuki are watching me, and I realise that I've been saying all of this out loud the entire time. I glance around the room. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book. Yep, I called it. But she looked away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. Maybe she wants to talk about the other day when I literally fed her chocolate. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. And by now it's a little easier for me to do that, watching the chocolate incident. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Music change. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. What, read people's minds? So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. She's a mind reader. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. It's very poetic, Yuri. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. What? Eh? What? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Her body is now, flooded with relief. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Sam, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. You don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Oh god. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Oh my god, Yuri, please just say it so we can get all this over with. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. Speak for yourself. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. What? Oh my god, protagonist Sam is really starting to get on my nerves. She just asked if it was a compliment, and we basically just went, it is what it is. What does that even mean in this context? Let's just say, yes, it was a compliment. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Oh, that was me. That was Yuri. Well, as long as you're okay with it. Sure, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay. ... Okay, apparently we did some reading. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to achieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, who should I show my poem to first? You know the drill, Monica, Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki. Same old order. Hi, Sam. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. She reads it. Your style has gotten so refined, Sam. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Huh? That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. Yeah, we don't need us to hurt her. I like saying these things, because it's like, for people who have watched, like, who've seen the game before, you know what I mean, and for those of you who don't, it's a teaser. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Let's have a look at it. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who's found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Oh, the twilit sky, sorry. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. It's a very cool poem. I like Monica's poems. They kind of make more sense later on, and I completely, like, in the context of what happens later, I can fully understand where she's coming from with this one. Anyway, protagonist Sam doesn't. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Of course you don't. You just write. Because you're not like me. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. I doubt protagonist Sam even knows what that word means. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I suppose so. I mean, there can't be light without the dark. Anyway, yeah, you know, there's always going to be negative to the positive, because that's balance. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. Get it? Because this is 2D. Monica's 2D, the club room is 2D. Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. I know that feeling. Excuse me. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Yeah, you see, that's sort of a transferable thing as well, because, like, with YouTube, it's great to get comments, like, saying, oh, your video was good, your video was great, I liked it. But it's a lot more encouraging when people pick out specific things that they liked. And they ask questions, and they make judgments, not bad judgments. They make judgments about it. And those comments, where people sort of focus more on the content of the video itself instead of just the fact that they liked it, those are really nice comments that I like to read. Just a little bit of personal insider YouTube info for you guys. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, thanks Monica. Go on to Yuri next. Hello, Yuri. Sam, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. It's high praise. High praise coming from you, Yuri. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve... Excuse me. I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. I drink. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, this music. I don't think we've ever... I recognise the track, but I don't think we've ever heard it before in the playthrough so far. Sam, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Sam. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. That I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. Can you stop being such a thick slab of shit for 1 second, please? You have given this girl life. Dear God above. But yeah, this is it's quite, like I said, this game does explore quite serious issues, and the thing is, like in secondary school, I sat by myself a lot of the time, and that's not really to do with me not having friends. I did have friends, and those friends I still talk to every day, pretty much. But the thing about it is that secondary school was, it was quite a difficult time. And it is for a lot of people. I think I've mentioned this briefly on the Arth channel before. Obviously, I like a lot of different things. You know, I'm just trying to think of some examples. I like dinosaurs. I like creative stories. I like creative writing. I like imaginative things. And I'm sure you all realise that in secondary school, that's not really the norm. And I was made fun of a lot. Like, there were very few people in secondary school, my age of course, that were willing to look past the fact that, compared to everyone else, that I wasn't normal. And sometimes it even felt like my own friends weren't willing to do that. But you find, because during secondary school, and it happens to everyone, you feel this need to fit in, to change yourself to try and make other people happy. And that's really, really sad. Because during secondary school, a lot of people from my childhood went to the secondary school I went to. And during that time, a lot of them changed to the point where they were people that I didn't recognize anymore. Because they were amazing people, and then they went through secondary school, and they were influenced by other people, and they lost what made them special, and they became just like everyone else. And it really pains me that people... I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's to do with how people are brought up, or people's different experiences in secondary school. But so many people are willing to sacrifice their self, their sense of what makes them unique, just to make other people, who most of the time aren't even worth the effort, to make them happy. And so many people that I knew growing up changed themselves and stopped being those people just to fit in with people who weren't even worth the effort. Because all they wanted was to be popular. And this is a message that it's kind of cool to talk about deep stuff like this. If anyone who is in secondary school currently watches these videos, is watching this video right now, I beg of you, do not fall into that trap. Because it is so easy to fall into the trap of wanting to forget who you are for the sake of others. Unless the people that you hang around with are willing to accept you for who you are, they are not worth it. And that is coming from a person who has learned that firsthand. That is the most genuine advice I can give you. If you hang around with people who don't like, it's fine that some people might not be interested in what you like. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you hang around with people who would not like you if you expressed yourself, if you hang around with people who force you to hide what you love, what you're passionate about, those aren't good friends. We all need friends who are willing to accept us and are willing to listen to what we're passionate about, that are willing to truly understand us. And I'm fortunate that I have a lot of good friends that are like that are willing to accept me and to listen. And I'm fortunate for that. And those types of friends are the friends that are worth finding. It's sad that a lot of people, they go into secondary school, these unique, beautiful, brilliant people, and then they come out because they change throughout secondary school. They do horrible things just for the purpose of trying to fit in and be popular sometimes. And then when they get to the end of that and they realize that being popular in secondary school means absolutely jack shit in the real world, that person is gone. They realize, well, they don't realize, that's the thing. A lot of people, they go into secondary school as brilliant people, and by the time they realize that being popular and everything doesn't matter in the slightest in real life, it's too late, and their old self is gone. Which is really sad. But I'm just glad that I didn't really fall into that trap. Because I was never popular in secondary school. In my entire year, I was probably one of the most loser-ish people in the entirety of my year. And that's the reasoning behind that was, I think, because I didn't just roll over and go, yeah, forget everything I like and I'm passionate about, I'm gonna become like everyone else. I never forgot what I'm passionate about. Because I have so many things that I care so much about. Like, stories, dinosaurs, writing, Arthur, so many of these things, primeval. And forgetting those things would be literally losing myself. And there is nothing on this earth. And it's the same with relationships. I can't really speak from experience, but it's common sense. If your true relationships are with people who look at you and understand you and are willing to understand you, because there is not a single thing on this earth that is worth forgetting who you are for. So, remember that. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Sam. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. Ah, yes, I remember. I don't think it was the last one. I think that was the one about the raccoon. I think this was her second poem. Yeah, Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding it's overrated? I think that's what it says, overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heat is amber. Ooh. It's cool. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Yuri? Doing okay? Do you dislike it? No, I like it. It's building some lore. I like it. Oh, no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Do you? I'm clearly missing something because I'm sort of, maybe I'm looking too deep into it. I don't really see a meaning to it. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Shut up, phone. Yuri nods. I'm not really good with... Oh, I thought the music stopped then. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Oh, that's good. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to a warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think that you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Right, so next, hold on, let me just quickly check my phone. People are messaging me, I think. Right, okay, yes, Sayori. See if she says anything about, how she's been feeling lately. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. Oh, wow. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. We're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Sam. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yikes. Okay, guess we have to do it. Okay, I almost said something that would have sounded very wrong out of context. We have to show our poem to Natsuki too. Hello, Nat. How's it going? Meh. Really? I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Oh my god. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Frankly, I think I prefer poems that are much deeper, not as blunt as yours are. Because I'm not dissing, well, I kind of am, but I get that a lot of people probably write poems to be blunt, but I personally prefer poems that are deep, because in my eyes, if you read a poem that's blunt and you understand it immediately, it's like, what was the point in reading the poem? Because it's like, it doesn't really make you think. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on... Oh, I keep thinking the music stops until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Well, what are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Ooh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. To be honest, protagonist Sam, I don't think it takes a lot to strike a nerve with this girl. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ooh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh no. Oh no. No. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Yeah, I didn't notice anything about Monika's catchphrase, although maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I probably just wasn't paying attention. Ah. It seems you're right. Ah. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey? No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway... Okay, just ignore my question. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. Ah, it's a shame, I would have helped you, Monika. And as for Yuri, you can... Okay. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. Oh, poor Yuri! No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oh, Natsuki's just like, I'm standing right here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere! Okay! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Sam. The one who is truly useless. Speak for yourself. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tests to handle. I could do, if this was actual me, I could do so much. I could, what could I do? Well, I'd be willing to help with either of the tests. I can make a website. Although, given that it's for a school festival, I suppose that's a little bit of an overstatement. It's going a bit over the top. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Okay, here we go. You could always help me out as well. Oh! Oh, so we do get to help Monica. I would be really appreciative of that. Ah. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Ah. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Oh dear, I'm expecting another cat fight. Sam may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you just make excuses for Sam to... what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Sam to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though... Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Sam, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looked straight at me. Not again! Oh god. So I can help Sayori. And I can help any of the others. You know, I said, it's weird, I was just thinking, I said from the start, that, Monica would sort of be like my real life preference. But I think now, that I'm playing the game, because obviously I've not seen it played for a very long time, and I only remember the big events that happen, it's between Yuri and Monica, and I really don't know, because it's just like, Monica is sort of the personality that I like in a girl, you know, just intelligent and sort of confident, but Yuri, in that conversation, that conversation with Yuri resonated with me a lot, so, I think I'm gonna go with, Monica, because I don't think a lot of people actually go with her, and I kind of want to see how she reacts to, you know, me spending time, with her. And she said it herself, like, we don't get the option to write a poem for her, so we don't, you know, we don't really get a lot of scenes with her. So yeah, I'm gonna go Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on. Uh-oh. The music it actually did stop this time. So, oh no. Oh no. There's gonna be another cat fight. I'm gonna press space. I've been pressing spacebar to move the text, and I know the music's just gonna come on. The really rapid like music. Wait for it. Oh god, Yuri's angry as well. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. The music's here. Also, if you see me looking over there a lot, it's because that's where OBS is, and I can just see the recording. Anyway, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Huh? But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Sam was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. What? That isn't true! You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the one with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Monica, please don't listen to them. I remember now why Monica was the personal preference. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. I can't remember what happens in this. I really hope it doesn't force me to go with either Yuri or Natsuki. So, are you gonna do the right thing, President? Why do I not get a say in this? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Sam to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Oh, what? Man. Now I know why I don't remember people pricking Monica, because you can't. I might just be spiteful to the two of them and say Sayori, because that's helping Monica as well. I think I might actually do that, you know. Protagonist Sam, he's not happy with, you know, it was between Yuri and Monica, but, you know, Yuri, she kind of went off the rails a little bit there. Yeah. See how they like me picking Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. Are we going to trigger another argument? I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her, yes, and I want to help Monica, but you two didn't let me help Monica, so I'm helping Sayori to help Monica. You got that? Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? Well, you're kind of making it easy. I hate you, Natsuki, because you're always horrible to me, but, you know, Yuri... No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Oh my god. I knew it would come to this. Right. I guess... I guess we're going with Yuri. I'm never gonna help Natsuki in a million years, so I guess it's Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Sam? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Sam? Me? Oh, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. You anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Sam picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes you've ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monaco and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help... Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone doing their best. I hope to see everyone do their best, sorry. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monaco and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yuri? Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Sam. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? Oh my god, she does. Man, I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Yeah, sure. It's already Sunday. Oh my god! I was thinking to myself, what day is it? So I guess the previous day that we just done is Friday, and we passed Saturday, and now it's Sunday. We're gonna end off the episode here, because I've been recording for an hour. Yeah. I think... I'm not sure when the festival is. I'll have to look back on my other videos. I think it might be on Monday, so this could be the day before the festival. I don't know. And if that's true, then things are going to get very, very bad next episode. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. It's good to do these more longer episodes because it lets you really, you know, get into the game. I always say this, but if you don't want to watch the videos, like, all in one go, then feel free to just watch, like, bits of it in goes, I guess. Because, you know, I realise that not everyone has, like, a spare hour of their day to watch this video. But, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on another video very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.